Next up, spoiler, I actually didn't get time to watch this, so let's go to Pope's Exorcism. I wanted to see Crystal's face when I did that. No, I actually did watch Pooh, Blood and Honey. What would you guys have done if I just didn't watch it?
I was about to say, can you start including on your list a little check mark that says, like, people are probably not going to watch this one if you're going to skip any?
Yeah, literally.
So Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. So Winnie the Pooh went into the public domain recently, and then someone went, I got an idea. What if Winnie the Pooh was like a slasher? And then someone went, cool. So like, what's like the story? And then they went, no, that's it. That's all we got. Winnie the Pooh is a slasher. Him and his friends are killing people. This is one of the worst movies I think I've ever seen. Adam, what did you think?
Yeah, it's on the top 10 worst of the year, right underneath Expendables 4, which somehow was worse. Winnie the Shit, Blood in My Stool. I will say the title's actually pretty great. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That's a solid title. It's the only good thing about this film. They have a sequel coming out. I saw on the Twitter, X, whatever the dumb thing's called, the director's like, I know everybody's patiently waiting. Just keep cool. A new trailer's coming out for the sequel. And everybody's like, what? Why?
This, Gil, did you see this one?
I did.
What did you think of this?
Gil's so chipper. I did, actually. Thanks for asking.
You're like, yes, Tony, I did waste my time watching this. So what did you think of Winnie the Pooh?
Yeah, I mean, this movie only exists so it can exist, so you can say, isn't it funny there's a Winnie the Pooh horror movie?
Yeah.
And the only part of it, if you were going to say anything good about it, is the way beginning starts with this storybook retelling of Christopher Robin, takes a very dark turn. Then it cuts to Christopher Robin as an adult coming back to the woods, and now it looks like something out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that first 3 or 4 minutes could have worked as kind of a funny YouTube short film, because you have the contrast of like children's storybook and the goriest, awful horror you can imagine. But the rest of the movie, there's none of the Winnie the Pooh lore. There's nothing like, I figured if you were going to try and make this really funny, well, like I saw Rare Exports, this Christmas horror movie recently, and they get past this horde of evil elves by distracting them with gingerbread cookies. You could have had a scene here where Winnie the Pooh's coming after you and you throw a jar of honey or something. But it's just a really generic, terrible slasher movie where it might as well have just been two guys in a pig and bear mask. Because the fact that they're animals or they used to be talking animals doesn't play into it at all. The only thing I'd say is we should take all the super chat money from tonight and we should invest in a Steamboat Willie movie, because somebody's doing that next year.
Around the corner. It's around the corner.
Yeah.
I think Superman's going to be public domain at some point coming up.
I feel like Jack Black could pull off a really good Steamboat Willie. Or Steamboat I think he could do it.
Now,
obviously.
Well, the three of us didn't like it, but I'm sure Sarah thought it was great. Sarah, what did you think?
It was poo. It was shit. I didn't think it was good. The only thing that I really liked about it was the masks. I thought the masks were kind of cool looking. I don't know if they made them specific. I'm assuming they made them specifically for the film. Or
well, I don't know what else they would have been for. Some weird fetish.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Wait a second, I have these masks already.
Hey, you might as well put them to use.
Here's what you said about the mask. When I saw the commercials for this, I thought these were guys in masks because they look like guys in masks. These look like those really good masks that form to your face and you can like move them. But at no point do I think this is a real bear monster. It just
not at all.
Yeah,
because that's what really threw me off, because I assumed that it was just like dudes just cosplaying Winnie the Pooh and killing people. No, it's an actual bear supposedly. I don't know, man. It's weird. It's whack. I didn't like it.
Gilligan had a good take earlier. If I can call you Gilligan, Gil. This could have been a funny SNL skit. They did one years ago. Do you remember the Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson Bambi skit they did? That was like Fast and the Furious, and he's Bambi, but he's like jacked. Yeah. He's like, I'm going to make the hunters pay
that one's good.
dearly. I mean, that's good shit, and this just had
that was funny.
Yeah.
I think the director of this movie said he's going to be tackling Bambi soon because that also went public domain.
I saw that.
Yeah, the problem.
Someone fucking tackle the director, please. Fuck that
He needs
shit.
to be put he needs to be put down. Like he
The
needs
problem
to be
is, like,
stopped.
The problem with like Winnie the Pooh is like all the memorable Winnie the Pooh stuff is from the Disney version, which they're not allowed to use anything from.
Yeah.
They can only use stuff from the books. So they probably ran out of material that was relatable because most people probably haven't read the books, except for, I assume, Kaylee. She's the biggest Winnie the Pooh fan. She probably has a lot to say. What did you think?
I think everybody has already completely said all of my thoughts on this. But I completely agree with Gil, and Adam reiterated. When I was watching this, I was like, this could have been a really amazing short film. Like, if this had been a 10-minute short, I think it would have been super cool. I loved the idea of having Christopher Robin coming back and getting referred to as Chris because he's an adult now. I liked the idea of a revenge story, of a story of survival. And then instead, I got Piglet oinking in the most annoying of all ways. A whole bunch of CGI blood. Like, it wasn't even a good slasher film because all of the kills were CGI and horrible CGI. The only good kill, I think, in the entire movie is the like swimming pool scene when he takes the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
That was the only good
That one
kill.
was okay.
That one was
Wasn't-
pretty brutal.
Yeah.
What about the one where she got her head ran over by the car?
I
That was
hated how it
pretty
looked.
It sucked.
Yeah,
I hated how it
CGI
looked.
was really
I
good.
agree. I thought it was
Eeyore's tail
terrible, yeah.
at one point. Was Eeyore's tail in the background? Did they try to get
Yes.
away with that?
Well, like Eeyore's dead, right? They find his
Sure.
dead body.
Right.
I
They
forget.
ate him.
Yeah.
They
They
eat
ate him.
him.
Yeah. So I guess
Eeyore was
they-
no more, they said.
yeah. They
And I was
felt-
pissed about that too. Why would you not? Okay, so Tigger is not yet in the public domain, which is why Tigger was not in this movie. Why the fuck was Eeyore not in this movie? I want to see Sad Sack Eeyore killing
those
people.
those masks were very expensive, and they
Yeah,
could
that was
only
the
make
budget.
two
What
of
about
them.
That's where all their budget went, was those fucking masks.
I will
is-
say, look, it was lit well. That's all I got for this movie. It was
No,
lit
it wasn't.
well.
no, it wasn't.
Oh.
This shot is lit well. That's
What the hell are you talking? What movie did you watch, Tony?
Some of it was
the lighting.
lit
The
well.
lighting
No.
changed from shot to shot. You jackass.
There were some shots that were lit well. Sorry, Crystal. I know you want to talk about this movie. It's your favorite movie of the year, but I got to ask Sir New Year first. What did you
Well,
think of Winnie the Pooh?
I ate a brownie before I watched it and giggled the entire time. And then
that's a good way to do
the
it.
next day, I forgot what the movie was about because I was giggling the whole time because of a special brownie. So I had to sit through this movie again. And all I could think of was it was like a bad YouTube like fan film.
Mhm.
And you cannot watch this movie seriously because the budget is like I could make a bowl of cereal with a higher budget than this. This was bad, and the CGI blood was absolutely terrible.
That was a weird analogy you went.
It was
for
the
there.
first thing that came to my head. I'm kind of
I liked it. I liked it way better than anything Joey C's ever said in his life.
Yeah, I agree, man.
He's definitely funnier than him.
I think if you're eating anything that causes you to watch this movie twice, we need to talk about life decisions.
Seriously.
Wait. So you had an edible and then you watched a movie instead of going on stage and embarrassing yourself?
That's right, because I'm responsible. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a really
Much better
smart thing.
decision.
That was a really smart thing to do. Crystal, as I DM our patrons, because I forgot to send them the link, please tell everyone your thoughts on Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Well, I want to know, is Rabbit and Roo, are they not in the public domain either? Is that why they weren't in it? Like, why is it
They
just...
are.
Then why was it just fucking Pooh and...
Gotta-
that was even fucking Piglet.
Gotta get the
Piglet
sequel.
wasn't Piglet.
I think it actually is what somebody said earlier, where the director was like, we spent a lot of money on those two masks. It's a budget thing.
They spent money on
Sounds about
those
right.
masks. If you spent money, how about you try to make the fucking anything move on it? Anything. An eyebrow.
Anytime the
That's
mouth
painted
moved,
on
I was like,
eyebrows.
Don't spend money on CGI blood. Just get some Carol fucking syrup. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything. CGI. The
That's why I like
masks were
practical
horrific.
effects.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been on dates with girls whose eyebrows look exactly like that. And to the point where they end up on my pillowcase. Like
That's
the exact
amazing.
imprint.
That's amazing.
Have you seen the behind the scenes of how they did the Ninja Turtles costumes in the original movie?
Yeah.
Where the mouths were like controlled electronically. If we can get the budget together, maybe the sequel can do it justice.
Right.
Oh my God.
well, that's
So-
the thing. So, oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say, like, it doesn't make sense. Like the trailer actually looked decent. I was excited to see the trailer, like the movie, because of the trailer. And I do love Winnie the Pooh. But holy fucking shit, Tony, this sucked.
Yeah, I thought
It was so I love the movie Christopher Robin. I thought that movie was absolutely phenomenal. And I was like, okay, this is gonna be like a horror version of this. Pretty gonna be sweet. There's not a single good thing. The acting was horrible. The gore was horrible. The kills were horrible. The one girl's chained up, and they sit there and have a conversation with her before even helping her. Like, it just nothing made sense. Why didn't they go into the car and just leave? Why did they have to run back in the? I know horror movies, they run back in the house, but like, what? All of it. And how does Christopher Robin end up just? I get it. Everyone's dead, and the movie just ends with him walking off. Like
there was no. It was literally just Winnie the Pooh and Piglet show up, and and somehow Piglet turns into a warthog. I don't know how that happened. A boar. He turns into a boar. Yeah, and they just stab some people and chop people up, and that's it.
The one lady's like, yeah, and I talked to them, and yeah, I'm able to have conversations, but Piglet doesn't talk. So, AK, you only had conversations with Pooh, but Pooh, I think he said one thing the entire movie, but it was jumbled. Like you couldn't even hear.
He goes,
Yeah.
"You left."
Yeah, that's what it was. Just like that.
Barely hear what he said.
They vowed never to speak again.
So I'm sorry, Winnie the Pooh lore. They're stuffed animals, right?
Yes, Tony.
Okay.
Let me look in my
Christopher Robin stuffed animals that come alive because of his imagination.
Okay, then why didn't he just give them to someone else? He just left them and they didn't find any other kids or anything.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Robin.
This isn't Toy Story, Tony. It's fucking Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I think the consensus is we all hate it. You thought it was pretty good.
No.
And they're also half animal, half human, is it? They say, oh, yeah, it's half animals. Then what else is the other half? It just looks like a person in a fucking mask. Like,
well, here's the thing. I wonder if they did get in a little bit of trouble, because that kind of does look like the Disney Winnie the Pooh. And the sequel, he looks completely different.
That's a sequel?
Yeah.
What?
No, that's the rabbit, I thought.
No, I thought that was Winnie the Pooh in the sequel.
No way. No way.
I think that's Rabbit.
That's got to be Rabbit.
But I will say they did have to. That's the reason that Piglet doesn't look anything like Piglet, is because even though they're public domain, Disney still owns the look of what we think of when we think of Winnie the Pooh.
No,
I will say
real quick, that is Winnie the Pooh. I'm looking at a picture of his little bear ears. Sorry, continue, Kaylee.
That's insane. Now I'm distracted by that.
And it's released on good old Valentine's Day.
Oh, wait. This Valentine's Day? They got it out that early.
Yeah. I know you're waiting on the trailer. It's coming soon. Rest assured. It's coming soon.
Oh my God. We should have
how he keeps assuring people.
Step back from the ledge.
No, people are saying that.
Yeah, literally.
The internet's saying that's Tigger.
Yeah, that looks like Tigger. God, Tony, I don't.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, he's striped.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see it
Tigger.
now.
Winnie the Pooh, you're right. Winnie the Pooh does have a redesign, and it does look like this. I just grabbed the wrong picture. They look pretty close.
They had 6 months to shit out a sequel. They're not redoing the previous mask.
No. Winnie the Pooh does look different. I just grabbed the wrong picture.
They probably put like a scar down his face or something.
By the way, you said the Christopher Robin movie was good, the one with Ewan McGregor?
I liked it.
Oh, yeah, that one was good.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's good to know, because at my local Five Below, they have 50,000 copies of it. Maybe I'll grab one. I did walk into Five Below, and it was just a stack of Black Panthers and then just stacks of Christopher Robin. I don't know why. I guess they just could not sell this movie. Where are we at here? Hold on. How many movies did we do? We do
One.
Too many.
Maybe we're on number 2. I don't know. We're 40 minutes deep.
We should just start over. We lost track, clearly. So.
Yeah, let's start over. Okay, so Dungeons and Dragons. Okay. So that's it for Winnie the Pooh. I didn't see that other one, the one with the Grinch. I hear that's pretty bad, where they have to call him the mean one, and they're dancing around the whole Grinch thing.
It's a lot of CGI blood.
Yeah, is it? And by the way, you can
ruins it for me.
You can take a friendly thing and make it scary. They did like the banana splits a few years ago. And
Oh,
I'm like,
that's a
look,
fun movie. Yeah.
it's not like the greatest thing ever, but like it has
it's
like
fun.
it has a story and characters. It's not just the Winnie the Pooh is stabbing someone again. It's like, cool.